how to make Lebanese shawarma. So first we'll start by marinating the chicken and then we go on to making the flatbread for the shawarma. Step by step I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful and very delicious shawarma. So let's start. Here I've taken about 500 grams of chicken pieces, boneless. Into this I'm going to add about half a cup of curd. This should be about half a cup. Into this goes 2 tablespoons of ginger garlic paste in equal amounts. Then a teaspoon of cumin powder, a teaspoon of red chili powder, a teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice and 1 teaspoon of garam masala powder. Mix all this very well and we let it marinate for a couple of hours. Overnight, of course, it's better, but if you don't have time, about 2 hours is more than enough. I'm going to show you how to make the shawarma flatbread. For this I've taken 2 cups of maida, white flour. Into that I'm going to put a teaspoon of yeast. In goes a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar and 4 teaspoons of oil. Mix all this first and keep it for about 5 minutes. Slowly add water and make a nice dough. Knead it at least for about 5 to 7 minutes. I had let the dough rest for about 2 hours and then I made small balls like this, nice and smooth, and brush it with oil and keep for 5 minutes. I've rolled out the dough and I've not made it very thick because we don't want a thick wrap for the shawarma. So I've made it thin, not very thin also. And now I'm just going to prick it like this with my hands so that it does not fluff up like a pita bread. I'm going to brush little bit of oil on this side of the bread. I flipped it over and I'm going to make the flame medium and I'm going to brush little bit of oil on this side too. With a clean cloth, just turn it around a little bit. Make sure that you don't burn it. This is how it should look with brown spots. In a pan, I'm putting about 1 tablespoon of olive oil. On medium flame, I'm going to add the chicken pieces. It's time to flip the chicken and we are going to let the moisture dry out. While the chicken is being cooked, I'm going to show you how to make the red hot sauce, which goes very well with the shawarma. Here I've taken some water. I've put it on medium flame. In it, I'm going to put some capsicum. This is 1 capsicum, 1 tomato, 1 onion, few cloves of garlic, little bit of ginger. Here I have 4 red chilies. I've soaked it in water. This goes into half a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of lemon juice. Once it comes to a boil, we switch off the flame and we are going to strain this. And when it cools down, we are going to blend everything together. I'm going to blend all the ingredients for the red sauce. I'm going to add a tablespoon of water so that it blends well. This should be the consistency of the sauce. It's nice and well blended. So here is my red sauce for the shawarma. The moisture has all evaporated and there's a nice color on the chicken. This took about 7 to 8 minutes, so now we are going to remove it. We are going to make the tzatziki now, that is the sauce for the shawarma also. And here I have peeled cucumber grated very fine. To this will be 1 cup. To this I am adding 2 cups of curd. The curd should be thick. We are going to mix this very well till it's nice and creamy. To this we are going to add about half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of minced ginger and half a teaspoon of salt. Mix it all well. This is dill. It's a very important ingredient in tzatziki. So we'll take out the leaves and chop them fine. I need 2 tablespoons. So here in goes the dill and mint leaves, about a tablespoon, and we are going to mix all this well. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of chili powder. So my tzatziki is ready. We are now going to make the salad for the shawarma. So in goes the onions. I've cut them very finely straight. Here are the red and yellow bell peppers. I've cut them into strips. This goes in. Look at the colors. And now goes in the green onions, spring onions, the white cabbage, I've shredded it, and the purple cabbage, they are shredded fine. Here I have about 3 to 4 chopped green chilies. I have tossed it and see how colorful it looks. And now we are going to make the dressing. Now in goes the salt, 1 teaspoon of vinegar, about a tablespoon of lemon juice, and 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. We are going to toss all this well. Let's assemble our shawarma now. This is the flat bread. On top of it, I'm going to spread the tzatziki sauce. So, this is my take on a shawarma.